Honorable Jose Cueto Jr. and to Governor Melvin Miranda, and to our dear visitors, college administrators, at higit sa lahat, sa mga kapwa kong bagong tagapagkalinga ng bayan, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Parang kailan lang kabado tayong lahat na feeling natin hindi tayo papasa ng board exam. Naalala ko nga na nag-trending ang tanong sa mundo ng mga nurses kung ano ba talaga ang sagot between Miswa noodles and pickled vegetables.
Sagutin niyo!
Marami nga rin ang nagtanong sa akin kung ano ang sinagot ko noon pagkalabas ng results, pero sa totoo lang, hindi ko rin po alam kung talaga tumama po ako. Pero bago po ito maging isang trip down to memory lane sa mga dinanas natin over the past few months or even years sa iba, gusto ko kayo lahat batiin ng congratulations. Finally, RN ka na. Deserve mo yan dahil pinaghirapan mo yan. As cliche as it may sound, ang pagtayo ko sa inyong harapan ay isang pangarap na gabi-gabi ko pinagdasal. I remember praying to God with a heavy heart for this very exact moment. Yes po, pinagdasal ko po siya dahil hindi ko gusto magyabang or dahil sa pangsarili ko lamang nakagustuhan. I was crying for months, exhausted physically and mentally, like perhaps all of us. I was telling our God Almighty to let this be an instrument for me to mostly honor my loving Yaya, who practically raised me, and in this way, to also advocate for mental health in which she has disabilities in. If you have seen my Facebook post, you would know how much I cherish my mama and my yaya, who are the strong women who rallied behind my back since time immemorial. Unfortunately, a 10-minute speech like this is not enough to cover how a big chunk of my moral compass is because of them. However, I want to talk specifically regarding my yaya, who became my second mother in those times wherein my mama was working hard hundreds of kilometers away from us. It is devastating that despite all the love I could muster for my yaya, and no matter what board exam I topped, I, too, could not prevent her from getting diagnosed with major depressive disorder. As a nation, I know we are still far from destigmatizing these mental health disabilities. Alam ko na mayroon pa rin tayong mga kaibigan, kamag-anak at mga kakilala na kinikilala ang mga apektado nito bilang mga, baliw, nag-iinarte o may saltig sa utak. But as nurses, I really do hope that we are not among those people who belittle and degrade them. Instead, the challenge is for us to be the voice of change, the beacon of those the likes of my yaya, who are victims of the mental health stigma. Why? Because what we study is evidence-based. We are among the healthcare workers who have scientific knowledge to empower the Filipino people that, like most diseases, those who suffer from psychological disabilities did not want to have it in the first place. More importantly, we could take advantage of our age in this digital era to guide the future generation in the hopes that one day, our country would make great importance to those who suffer from mental health issues. Having said this, I know as nurses, we have that power to influence for the greater good. Evidently, alam ko na bilang mga bagong nurse ay nakatanggap tayo ng samot-samong pagbati sa ating mga kakilala, maybe even before we took the board exam. It goes to show how honorable the profession of being a nurse is. Kaya napagtanto ko po na ang pagiging nurse ay hindi limitado sa 4 na sulok ng ospital. Pwede rin tayo maging nurse sa ibang tao, sa family or friends po natin, or even sa kahit hindi natin kakilala. Let us be God's instrument to heal others not just physically, but also mentally. But what I cannot just comprehend fully is how it seems as though that we are not given much importance by the country. I know that we are too familiar with Glock 9 song, Walang Natira, and this specific verse from its lyrics is still stuck in my mind. And it goes, napakaraming nurse dito sa amin, ngunit bakit tila walang natira? The song was as catchy as it could be. I remember, I even got it unconsciously memorized by having it heard from different mediums. But let us admit it, that verse deeply pertains to how we are the largest exporters of nurses in the world. But there is a deficiency of it here in our home country, even facing a shortage of about 127,000 nurses according to LALU in 2023. One ought to be wondering how could that happen. Personally, I think it's a whole mixture of different lows, among which are low income and low respect. I mean, who would not be enticed with the promise of earning the average standard monthly salary here in just few days or even a single day overseas? Right? But moreover, alam kong meron sa atin ang nakarinig ng pangmamaliit sa ibang tao, gaya na lamang ng paghahalin tulad sa atin bilang mga katulong lamang ng mga doktor. Superficially, it's easy for someone to choose life abroad. Ikaw ba naman, magkaroon ng mas mataas na sahod, ideal na working environment, and nurse-patient ratio, quality equipment, at higit sa lahat, magtrabaho sa isang bansa na alam mong pahalagahan at bibigyan ka ng boses sa propesyon na pinaghirapan mo. Ako rin, inaamin ko, I am tempted to pursue a career abroad. Kaya dahil dito, hindi ko rin magawa tingnan ng masama ang mga kapwa nating nurses na ito ang piniling landas. I know some of us here in this exact plenary hall would choose that path. Maybe some already have concrete plans to execute that. And I also know that I could not, nor have any right to prevent you from doing so. But for those who plan to stay here in the country, yung mga nagtaas po ng kamay kanina, I do hope that you keep the passion burning, not for our government, but for the Filipino people, na gaya natin ay mga biktima lang din ng kasalukuyang sistemang pangkalusugan ng bansang ito. Nawa, ay tayo ang tumindig para sa mga kababayan nating nangangailangan sa atin ngayon, higit kailanman. I would be ending this speech with a challenge to us, new nurses, to love our patients, not just because we are going to be compensated to do so. Sabi nga nila, patients, or in Tagalog, ay mga pasyente, at patience, or in Tagalog, ay pasensya. Dalawang salita na sinadya ata na gawing magkatulog at minsan ay nakalilito pakinggan. Pero may dahilan siguro kung bakit ganon. Dahil kailangan ng mahabang patience ng ating mga future patients. Kasabay nito, I also want to challenge our government to respect us more. One of which bare minimum efforts that they could do is to increase our conversation. May this be one of the reasons for my deep longing to finally come true, that one day, no Filipino dream to be a nurse, just so they could use it as a gateway to leave the country. And I hope na kasama ko kayong lahat sa unti-unting pagtupad ng pangarap na yon para sa ating bilang bayan. Muli, pinabati ko ang lahat sa karangalang ito na ating pinaghirapan. Higit dito, ay gusto ko ring isama ang lahat ng mga hindi pinalad makapasa. At hinihikayat ko na ipagdasal natin sila sa sunod nilang pagsusulit. Dahil tayo mismo ang makapagsasabi at makapagpapatunay kung gaano kahirap ang pinagdaanan natin sa review holistically at kanila itong pagdadaanang huli. To my alma mater sa pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila, thank you for instilling the core values of karunungan, kaunlaran at kadakilaan in me. Taas noong scholar ng bayan, bayan ng Maynila. Sa aking mama at yaya, walang kahulugan ang medalya at gantimpala sa akin ngayong araw kung hindi kayo ang aking nasa harapan. Sabi nga po nila, behind a great man is a great woman. At dito, napakaswerte ko dahil hindi lang isa, kung hindi dalawang babae at ina ang humubog sa kung sino ako ngayon. Lubos na galak ang aking hatid sa inyong lahat, mga bagong NARS ng bayan, at laging tandaan na gaano man kakitid ang ating mga pagdadaanan, hangad ko'y lagi-lagi tayong bumalik sa rason o dahilan kung bakit natin pinili at manatili sa profesyong ito. Maraming salamat po.